Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, live on WBON TV Channel 9 and on radio at V99.3, Sports Radio 103.5 and Y92.5. Support your favorite local teams and enjoy the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Also brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair, Nuevo Vallarta, and the law offices of Patrick O'Neill. Now let's go live to your hosts, Michael Watkins and Samantha Burford.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome in to the newly renovated Baptist Health Arena. Samantha,
I feel like
what a
we
night.
need to do a circle, like
You want to get up and do a little dance or something? Check this out. I mean, we got the whole arena to ourselves almost.
Well, almost.
Yeah, it's a big day here.
And someone missed the memo. The
white
white
here we go.
memo.
Listen, I got plenty of time to change before the game.
It's a white out.
Are you staying in for the game?
I even called you, texted you like an hour ago.
No, an hour ago. How long do you think it takes to set this stuff up?
Okay, maybe I should.
We all don't get to roll in, literally, folks, 10 minutes before we go live and say I'm here in my white shirt. I did see it was a whiteout, but I wanted to wear my room for the show, and I got plenty of time to change before the game. And listen, we've got a big day here at the Baptist Health Arena. It's EKU and Western Kentucky University, the unveiling of the new Baptist Health Arena here on campus, and it's been a long time coming.
Beautiful.
Of course, they got to play games here last year, Samantha, but there was still some work to be done.
Right.
Tonight is the first official game with all the renovations, all the chair back seats in. Gage, go back to that shot where they can see the
tell them the color.
The seats.
They're black.
They are black, and it is very, very cool.
Black,
yeah,
and
so
it is cool.
Here, zoom in on some of the seats across the way there, so we can get a good shot of what those look like.
So
but
last year, like you mentioned, was the unveiling of the courtside club seat down here on the first level. There's also the upstairs club level area.
But there you go. You can get a good idea of all the chair back seats in the arena now. And it's very, very cool to see all the things. And we've been in here before. We were here when they had the big wall up behind us.
Oh,
and, now they've got the different screens. I mean, this is going to be a big deal tonight.
I really hope so. And I hope everyone brings their A game. We know the team will be.
Yeah.
But this is such a huge in-state rivalry.
It is.
Different conferences. They're in
Conference USA.
Yes.
Yeah, we're in the A-Sun.
And the A-Sun. So, it's still a big rivalry. They've played how many times?
A lot. They played a lot. You look at the history.
Sometimes, yep, I got the history written down. But it's such a cool rivalry. And especially, maybe not so much for me this year. Last year, my youngest daughter was a cheerleader for Western. So I have all my red gear. You know what I should have done? Should have brought it tonight and handed it out to the Western people and said, I don't need these sweatshirts anymore. Here,
well, I was trying to
see
the how many times the two teams had played. But when you look at what Eastern's done, they're 1-0. They got to win over Midway to start the season. But this rivalry, 2 years or maybe 3 years ago, whenever it was, when this game was here the last time, it was an incredible atmosphere.
Yes.
And tonight, with all the new changes and things, if you like college basketball, this is the kind of game you want to come to. We know there's a big one tomorrow night, too.
Louisville?
Yes, that's what I was referring to.
Blue and red.
That atmosphere is going to be good.
Yeah.
This one tonight might be able to match it with the amount of intensity these two teams and these two coaches have, knowing that they want to get off to a good start. And with EKU, the new arena unveiling, it just seems like everything's going the Colonel's way.
It really is. And AW, this is his 8th season.
Yeah.
And I believe the Western coach, this is his 2nd season.
Yes.
So both have lots of records that they've set, mostly AW.
Yeah.
I think he's got
almost all of them. Yeah.
I was going to say that. Almost every single record between attendance. And then, of course, you cannot forget about Buttrey.
Yeah, Turner. And so there's 4 guys that are returning from last year's team. Montavious Merrick, who will be a big, important player. He is their big guy. He was preseason Defensive Player of the Year in the conference. He's going to have to be a guy that can put up consistent double-double numbers, protect the paint, rebound the basketball.
Yeah.
There's not a ton of size on this EKU team. Myrick, there's a couple of guys 6'7", 6'8". They've got one guy that's 6'9". Not a ton of size.
You say that, but he just walked by a minute ago.
That was Vince Paul. Yeah, that walked by.
Literally, I was like, he's...
Yeah, Paul's actually warming up behind us here. He's right on top of Samantha's head shooting free throws, the lefty there. But, you got Myrick and Paul. Austin Ball. They got some size, but they don't really have like a true. Last year they had a couple of guys that were 6'10" or bigger, but they do have some size out there. Myrick will be the big guy in the middle again. He's the preseason Defensive Player of the Year in the ASUN Conference. But you look at Turner Buttrey, all the guards that AW brought in, Juan Cranford. There's a lot of experience on this team too, and there's tournament experience. That's going to be a big thing, especially when they get into conference play and into March. It's going to be a lot of
103. I know I'd find 103 program records. EKU has set.
Yeah,
and we'll look up here in a minute. I mean, I know we've read it. There is so much information that we are taking in.
Ray, we got tickets still available, Raymond? All right. There you go. So there is.
Good.
All right, there's less than 100 tickets available left for the game tonight. So that should tell you how big of a game this is. They're expecting a sellout.
Yes.
And for those that are just going to buy their tickets at the door, you better get here early because they could sell out this thing tonight.
Yes, and I think they're expecting big things as the team comes out because
they're going all out.
I don't want to say flames, but it's like flashing
if
and
you've
loud
been
noises
to
and
the football games when they run down the hill with Walt Wells, that's what that'll be.
That kind of atmosphere when the team's going to come out tonight. So get here early. Don't let the weather keep you home.
Yeah.
It is on ESPN Plus if you do decide not to get out.
But you want to be here for this one.
You want to get here. Get your tickets here.
Wear your white.
Wear your white.
Yeah.
Or you can get on EKUsports.com.
Yeah, get your tickets there. You want to get here early if you're coming here to get them because there's less than 100 seats available left for this game tonight. Now.
And they're giving away T-shirts tonight.
Yeah, the first 500. First 500 through the door get free white T-shirts.
Fans, I think it's everybody.
Yeah, the first 500 get the T-shirts. That'll be cool too. But it's a big day. The unveiling of the new Baptist Health Arena. As we go throughout the broadcast here today, again, a special start time, 5 to 6 p.m. tonight for the sports show. We'll be talking to the president of the university, David McFadden, will join us at 5:30. Kyle Moats, the director of athletics, will join us later on in the broadcast as well. But what we are going to do now is take our first commercial break. When we come back, it's not just basketball. That's the big story tonight. There's other storylines going on as well. The EKU football team lost another one this past weekend. High school football playoffs got started. We'll look ahead to the matchup for Madison Central this Friday night and more. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back from the newly renovated Baptist Health Arena inside of Alumni Coliseum. You're watching the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
When you grow up in Richmond, there are two traditions you know by heart.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football.
Jack Burford Chevrolet isn't just a place to buy a car. It's where generations of Central Kentucky families have started their journey.
More than just a school, EKU is the heartbeat of this town, a cornerstone where tradition, pride, and a winning spirit come together.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football. Two Richmond icons, one winning tradition.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Steel in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Have you heard about JB's Grow Shop? They are one of the most unique businesses in Richmond. If you're a farmer or a gardener, then you and JB's Grow Shop will make a great team. They provide the highest quality organic soils, nutrients, castings, and much more to meet your indoor and outdoor growing needs. Their experts will meet with you and make sure that you are getting the most out of your homegrown plants. JB's Grow Shop is located in the Southern Hills Plaza Shopping Center at 956 Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Our bodies deserve more. We put them through a lot, and oftentimes the aches and the stress of everyday life can take a toll. Escape all of that and enter your sanctuary of relaxation with a trip to the massage studio in Berea. Unwind, rejuvenate, and restore balance to your body and mind with help from their expert massage therapist. Like the Massage Studio on Facebook for more information, and get back to being you. Well, we're back on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins. Big night here at Baptist Health Arena for Western Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky. But before we get into that, Samantha, and dive deeper into that matchup, let's look at the high school football playoffs from this past weekend.
Two big games.
Two big games on Thursday night. Berea decided to drop out of the postseason before it began, but the high school football postseason began with Madison Southern on the road at North Laurel, and Madison Central absolutely dismantling Paul Lawrence Dunbar. 56-0 was the final score. You
were there. I watched part of it.
Yeah, it was ugly.
I mean, you just sit there and go, wow. This is a team, Madison Central, that has really just gotten better and better every single week.
Well, they had a bad taste in their mouth from that last regular season game at St. X.
Yeah.
And obviously, and you know, John Clark talked about it during the broadcast, when the first run of the playoffs, there's very seldom any good games across the state. I mean, you look at some of the scores we were getting on Thursday night.
You mean a little lopsided?
Yes,
okay,
yeah, most of them are. I mean, North Laurel had a big win over Southern.
Right.
Central blew out Dunbar. Douglas blew out Henry Clay. GRC beat Tate's Creek pretty easily.
Right.
Station
Which
wins
is
easily.
shocking.
Yes. Well, shocking because for the second year in a row, 1, 2, 3, and 4 from our district beats 1, 2, 3, and 4 from the other side. And, I mean, so GRC was the 4 seed. They go on the road, and they destroyed Tate's Creek, who was the 1 seed. Same thing that Central did last year when they were the 4 seed. They go on the road, and they demolished Tate's Creek last year. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But the good news for Central is they will now welcome in GRC. Had Tate's Creek won, Central would have had to go on the road to Lexington.
Right.
With
but now
that
we
win,
got a home game.
The Indians now play at home against GRC, a team they just beat 49-0, I believe it was a month ago.
Yeah, isn't that, I mean, exciting.
Yes,
and that was at GRC.
At GRC.
So it was in Winchester.
Yeah, it was the Battle of the Bridge.
We've got, you know, the home field advantage. The weather should be good. We're talking back in the 60s,
in the 60s
again.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. You want the crowd there because you just, it's dire, you know, you're going to go home. You're going all out or you're going to die and go home. So,
and I tell you what, the way this team played against Dunbar, it shows you that they're on a mission.
Yeah.
Now, we know when round 3 gets here, the challenge goes a little bit more uphill. We got to get past GRC first. GRC had a really bad game against Central a month ago. They've got some talented players. They've got a quarterback that can throw the ball. They've got some good running backs.
Yeah.
But if Central comes out and plays the way they did in this first matchup, it'll be another running clock in the first half for the Indians.
Well, they dominated their defense this past weekend. Dominated. They held them to what, 33?
It was awful. Yes.
Yards.
Dunbar they could not move the football. They tried a lot of different things. Central there was a running clock with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
In the first quarter.
Yes, I mean, it was over with. Now, let's look at the Madison Southern game real quick. The Eagles on the road at North Laurel. North Laurel, a really good football team.
Really good
They
team
beat
this
Central
year.
earlier on this year.
They're 9-2.
9-2, and they're a team that could win the state championship in their class. That's how good of a team that they are. And Southern, up and down year, a lot of inexperienced guys playing a lot of key minutes for Coach Tim Kirk in his first year.
Gabe Beard getting injured.
Yeah, Beard. And
but
they had 4 or 5 different quarterbacks this year.
Yes, and he got back in this game, but then got injured again in the second quarter, I believe.
So it'll be interesting to see how the offseason for Coach Kirk goes, because this team, again, he wasn't brought in until about a month or so before the season. Very short window to get things kind of going in his way.
A lot of people forget about that.
Yeah. I mean, it was easy to do because he had been around the program for so long. You're used to him being over
as
there.
Head coach.
But, look here. How many times has this happened to you where you've had the ball come at you?
You know, at one point we had the district basketball championships here, and I got whacked.
I got
that was with Coach Newton.
It was called. You were interviewing Coach Newton.
Interviewing Coach Newton.
You should have got it and went up there and dunked it or something.
And, it hit me right in the head and then bounced off me and hit Coach Newton.
Yeah.
We've got it on tape.
But, back to the Southern game. Yeah. Eagles lose to North Laurel. Their season comes to an end. But I think
Coach
Kirk
did get to score. So I do love watching him play. I think that was his fourth touchdown.
37 to 6?
35 to 6.
35 to 6, yeah.
Yeah,
35 to 6. It'll be interesting to see how the Eagles kind of have a full-off season now under Coach Kirk. And see how they go into a new year.
Yeah. We have run a lot of their games this season, too. So a lot of people really got to know the players. We got to interview a lot of them.
They got all the guys coming back, too.
Yeah, and they were hopefully, knock on wood, we'll have a lot of – you just never know anymore.
Yeah.
You say that in college, and you also say it in high school nowadays.
Well, it's the transfer portal has made its way into high school sports. Not a big fan of it, but, and you're seeing it. Even now there are – high school basketball is a month away. We're 3 weeks away now. You're seeing some very, very big-time, talent in high school basketball just shifting places across the state.
Yeah.
It's kind of – there was a kid that he had left Louisville school. I think it was Louisville Male last year. Went to and played or was going to play for a prep school in North Carolina, came back home to Louisville, and is now playing at Ballard. And that's just one of the many, many, many stories across the state of transfers all over the state.
I totally don't know how people keep up.
It's hard. It's hard. And here's the thing: Central got one on the boys' side. They lost one as well. Ricky Goatley is now at Henry Clay, I believe.
I hate that because
that was one of your favorite players, wasn't it?
Would shout out, he's the GOAT. You would love Goatley. And I always love Goatley. So I'll be disappointed not being able to watch him play for Madison Central.
There's Turner. Look at him. Over buttery getting out. He's over here.
They're all coming in. And you got some Western players
getting some warm-ups
in,
too. So.
Yeah, I should have brought my Western gear. And
you could have sold it tonight. You could have set your little booth up, like a little peddler's mall
type
thing. Got on some
Facebook Marketplace. Anybody in town?
Want a shirt? Hey, that's true. That's true. I tell you what, though, when we talked about high school football, EKU football.
Yeah.
Another tough loss for the Colonels this past week against Southern Utah.
And I'm going to guess that's going to knock them out of the playoffs.
That's kind of like that's kind of the icing on the cake for the Colonels season,
which is so disappointing.
It is back-to-back home losses,
huge wins this season. And then Austin Peay, right?
Austin Peay was the biggest win of the year for sure.
So far.
And they go on the road and they beat Central Arkansas. That was a good win.
That was a good win.
Yeah, but come back home. Southern Utah's good. They were favored in the game.
We lost to them there last year.
So, but it's just the same offense we saw against Central Arkansas 2 weeks ago did not show up again this week. Frustrating loss for Coach Wells and the EKU football team.
First half was great. They were 17 to 17
tied at 17 at the half.
At the half, we were watching the game. We were there, and then we left to go to the UK game.
Yeah.
Only because we like both teams, but my daughter is on the dance team at UK. I don't want to get.
You might have been the jinx. You might have been why we lost, though. We were tied at halftime.
Although UK won. So that was exciting.
True.
But the week before, I went 3-3 between EKU, UK, and then my Dodgers. So.
Okay, you're a Dodgers fan now too.
Well, only because they, I don't really watch baseball until it gets to the playoff season. So.
Well, you look at that game though. That's kind of the nail in the coffin on the postseason.
Yeah.
And here's the thing now for EKU. You have 3 games left, or 2 games left. 2 games left. No, there is 3. There is 3. Sorry.
This weekend is home.
No, 2 games left. This week we play at home versus Abilene Christian.
Right.
Last
Which is
game
a
of the
great
year,
team.
they're ranked. They beat Tarleton State. They're the only team right now in the country to beat Tarleton State.
Which is ranked first.
And then we go on the road to play at Utah Tech.
Yeah, it is Utah Tech.
Yeah, Utah Tech. That's the last game of the year. So 2 very tough. The Abilene Christian game is tough. You're at home, final regular season or final game for some of these guys in a Colonel uniform. And then the last week of the season, you go on the road to Utah, which is never an easy task.
And it's
having to go up there and play in that environment.
Different time zone.
It's
not
going to be easy
going out there.
We really need to win these last two games. If more than anything, just to get some momentum going into next year. You want to have that. I mean, last year, you look at how the season ended. We had some momentum there with that loss to Villanova. They got to find a way to get some stuff going here. And the offense has got to wake up. Can't be inconsistent. And that's one thing that Coach Wells has talked about week in and week out during his weekly press conference. You got to finish, but you got to be consistent. They have not put – the only time they've really put a full game together was maybe the Austin Peay game. Yeah. And even then, there were kind of lulls throughout the game.
I feel like last week, too. They dominated
against Central Arkansas. That's true. But even that was kind of a game where they played a good half, So they have not this year. They have not put a full game together. They need to put 4 quarters of football together to win at home.
Well, and Coach said that in his post-game interview.
And that's been the issue all year long.
They played so great the first half, and it just – I don't know what happened. I'm sure Coach Wells could tell us what happened.
I asked Coach.
It was a breakdown.
After the Charleston State game, I asked Coach about halftime adjustments, and he even said, he was like, well, those things can kind of be overrated, but you do have to make some adjustments throughout the game. Eastern, in the first half, they had a good game plan, put it all together. Second half, it doesn't go their way. So we'll see what happens here as we go throughout the rest of the season. But 2 games left. Final home game this week. Eastern will welcome in Abilene Christian, a ranked opponent. We'll see if they can get back in the win column and again try to build some momentum as they close out the regular season
just like
before that trip to Utah.
Tonight, we got to have a lot of people
there's already – listen, a lot of people is already confirmed for tonight. We have less than 100 seats available for the matchup tonight between Western Kentucky and Eastern Kentucky. You can see Turner Buttrey, Evans Paul, Jackson Holt out here warming up on the near side court. Western Kentucky is warming up on the other side. It's a big matchup tonight. WKU and EKU, and the Colonels unveiling the new Baptist Health Arena in Samantha. Before we go to our commercial break, we're going to welcome in. They have changed things up on us. Now Moats will join us first. So the Director of Athletics, Kyle Moats, will join us at 5:30. At 5:45, President McFadden will come on and talk to us.
I'm anxious to talk to him about women's volleyball, too, because they're on a streak right now. So.
Well, just the importance of having this new arena. And, we'll ask him about, is volleyball going to come back over here and play now? I know that's one thing. They've been playing their games the last 2 years over at the Erdman Center. Will they come back over here now? That'll be interesting to see. But there's a lot of moving parts with this arena. Again, you saw the chair back seats. Everybody's got a back now, except for the most part, except for the student section here. They're going to have the normal bleachers.
I think they've made some adjustments even in the concession stand.
Oh, yeah. Like
better food.
You've got the shop up top now that we didn't have
there's
before.
The shop.
So there's a lot.
I came down on an
elevator.
It's never had an elevator.
Of course you did. That don't surprise me. Yeah, she got to use the elevator. Listen, you see all this equipment around here? Gage and I packed it all down the stairs. We're going to pack it back up the stairs.
I moseyed down in the elevator.
Yeah.
Hey, you told me I didn't have to get here.
I never said that.
Early.
I said get here. I didn't tell you when to get here. I know what time I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying you got to walk on the elevator.
I at least
Was there
wore
any
the
good
right
elevator
color.
music at least?
No. But it is funny. You go in one side and
come
then
out the other, right?
You hear it ding, and then you're like, wait, the door didn't open. And then it's like,
The
it
other
opens
side.
behind you. So you're like, oh, ooh, whoops.
Yeah. Well, tell you what,
You'll
folks.
know that next time when you ride the elevator.
We might have to ride it to get back out here. That might be our best
That is
option.
true.
It's EKU and it's Western Kentucky. WKU coming into Richmond tonight. A big matchup. We'll see if A.W. Hamilton, who we spoke to, I talked to him a few minutes ago. He walked by, shook my hand. We talked a little bit.
He's been out here.
I said, are you guys ready? He said, well, Mike, it's here. We got to be ready. So they have no other option. It's
and
EKU and Western
camera
Kentucky.
Action. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, that guy's filming them all for.
Well, it's a big day. It's a big day. EKU and Western Kentucky. The tip-off is 7 o'clock tonight, so you still got time, but you better get here quick. Again, less than 100 seats available remaining for the matchup tonight. So you want to get here and secure yourself a spot for WKU and EKU.
Especially if you want that white T-shirt tonight.
Oh, yeah. Well, those are going to be very, very hard to come by, but it'll be fun to see who gets those tonight. We'll be right back, folks. When we come back, Kyle Moats, the Director of Athletics, will join us, and it's going to be a fun time talking to him about the unveilment of the new Baptist Health Arena. When we come back, you're watching the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
When you grow up in Richmond, there are two traditions you know by heart.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football.
Jack Burford Chevrolet isn't just a place to buy a car. It's where generations of Central Kentucky families have started their journey.
More than just a school, EKU is the heartbeat of this town, a cornerstone where tradition, pride, and a winning spirit come together.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football. Two Richmond icons, one winning tradition.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Have you heard about JB's Grow Shop? They are one of the most unique businesses in Richmond. If you're a farmer or gardener, then you and JB's Grow Shop will make a great team. They provide the highest quality organic soils, nutrients, castings, and much more to meet your indoor and outdoor growing needs. Their experts will meet with you and make sure that you are getting the most out of your homegrown plants. JB's Grow Shop is located in the Southern Hills Plaza Shopping Center at 956 Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Our bodies deserve more. We put them through a lot, and oftentimes the aches and the stress of everyday life can take a toll. Escape all of that and enter your sanctuary of relaxation with a trip to the massage studio in Berea. Unwind, rejuvenate, and restore balance to your body and mind with help from their expert massage therapist. Like the Massage Studio on Facebook for more information, and get back to being you. Welcome back into the newly renovated Baptist Health Arena inside of Alumni Coliseum on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University. We do have the Director of Athletics, Kyle Moats, here with us, and I know you've had a very, very busy day. How do you feel finally get to sit down for a minute and catch your breath?
Well, it actually wasn't too bad today. It was the days before leading up to today.
Up to it.
To get it ready to go was a little bit hectic for a lot of folks, but today was just kind of refining things and making sure. I know it sounds crazy, but we haven't been in here to have a game.
Right.
And most of the time when you have exhibition games, they're not just for the team. They're for
a trial run, right?
For everybody to kind of go to the scoreboard and do everything you're supposed to do. So we haven't had that yet. So usually you don't like to have one of your biggest games. I'm not sure this will be, but
a big
I think it will be a big one as your first one out of the gate. But nonetheless, it's been great. I'm anxious to get started like everybody else is.
There's
we
a lot
do
of
want to
moving
remind
parts.
everybody.
Yeah.
We talked to Raymond, and maybe 15 minutes ago he walked by. There's less than 100 seats remaining for the game tonight. So if you're coming, you want to get here quick. He said around 6 o'clock is when they'll start opening the doors up. So you want to get here and get your tickets at 6 o'clock to secure yourself a spot for a big matchup tonight. Now, when you all had the ceremony this morning, just talk about kind of what that was like to see all the community members that were out in support of the university.
Yeah, I've said this numerous times. I got here literally when the place looked like a bomb went off.
Yeah.
I walked my first day was walking right through the middle here. And so those that have been here for quite a while, you all included, can appreciate what it was and now what it is.
Yeah.
I don't have that except by pictures. I didn't live it. I didn't walk through the halls. I didn't have my office here. So it's different than a lot of people. And Some have been here, some are alums, some have been coming to school 50 years ago, went through high school, went through their graduation. I mean, there's just all kinds of events that you've had throughout your life that you've experienced here. And now it's literally,
right.
I won't say brand new, but it's got a pretty good facelift.
It does.
It's got that new feeling, that new smell, new seat backs. Everybody's.
And it's got the excitement that
the
comes
paint still
with
may
it.
be on there. Be careful.
You're right.
But, you know, and again, one thing that we do want to remind people about is the club and the VIP. So you've got the two areas here that are new to people. If you haven't been here since then, you had the big wall that was there before. Now that area has been turned into like a VIP club area, and then you have the club spot for your members here below. So talk about that and what that offers to people.
Yeah, the amenity is the biggest thing, right? It improved the experience that we want our fans to have, and those two areas really lifted that a lot. We have weddings in there, we have meetings in there now. We couldn't do that before, or we chose not to do that before. So it just, when you walk in, I think there's a sense of pride when you walk in, because it's like, hey, this is a really neat place. And not that it wasn't a neat place before, but it just needed some tender, loving care.
So you had weddings in there now?
We've had weddings in there.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That could be for you.
Maybe. Hey, listen, maybe.
And again, I think we talked about this, and I know the president has talked about this, and he'll probably talk about that when he comes by. But you know, the funding for this wasn't just for athletics. I know we love athletics, so we think that it's athletics. Well, it isn't always. All of it was athletics. It was graduation. It was the weddings. It was community things. We wouldn't have gotten the money if it just would have been athletics.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
because Madison Central and Madison Southern
also
both
use
hold
it,
their high school graduations.
Yeah, and then the
here.
college has them throughout the year too.
Yes.
And then, I mean, I'll think about this too. You've got throughout the year, you'll have other events in here as well. I know that they at one point didn't have like a sleepover,
the Super Bowl party, absolutely.
Yeah, so there's other things that go on too. But when
there
you
was
talk
a
about
Super Bowl party up there for football.
The athletic side of it. So basketball begins tonight. Will volleyball eventually move back in here?
That was my question.
Yes, for sure, absolutely. And we're trying to get. I think we're going to get maybe those last two games in here.
Oh, good.
That's what Friday. A game Friday, right?
Yeah,
at home?
yeah. That's our hope, and it, you know, that means a lot to those kids. You've had two classes that haven't got to play here.
Right.
And that means something to those kids that, you know, freshmen and sophomore, and they didn't get to play here.
Yeah.
And so we're really trying hard to make that happen because it's important.
Okay.
And talk to us about volleyball because they're on a roll. They're doing really well
We're
this
tied
season.
for first. We've got 2 games left. I think we're a 4-way tie. Maybe it's a 3-way tie. I can't remember now after what happened yesterday. But, yeah, they're on a roll, and it would be great to – we've got 2, I think, winnable games. You know, you think you can win them all.
Yeah, you don't want to circle them. Yeah,
but we certainly got a really good chance. Our schedule favors well for that to happen if we can.
Well, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm going to say.
Right.
So I've got to fill in for Greg and Wes. Obviously, they do a lot of the games, including the road games. So when they're gone, I've had to fill in for volleyball. In the last 4 years, I've done 9 volleyball games. We're 9-0.
Do you have these 2 coming up?
I don't have them. I don't know yet. I'm assuming not. They haven't asked yet.
You have to come.
But, well, I mean, I don't know if that's the good luck charm or not. But I'm just saying we're 9-0 when I'm on the call for them. So hopefully,
somebody may have to get accidentally sick.
Exactly. We'll have to figure something. Maybe I can just hop on for an interview or something. We can talk about.
Yeah, there you go. That might work.
It's a big day today because of what's coming in. We know Western. That's a big rivalry. Renew that was 3 years ago the last time they played. So when you are kind of gearing up for your first game in here with the new unveilment and everything, what have you been doing? What's kind of been your process in going through all of this and getting ready for an EKU versus a WKU matchup?
Really, I understand what everybody else is doing, but I try to stay out of their way because the worst thing you can do is come in and start changing things to what they're not used to.
Kind of micromanage a bit, maybe.
Yeah.
That's not how I am.
Right.
I don't like doing that. Now, if I see something that I think is an issue, then I have to speak up. But we've talked about process. We've talked about our matter of fact, our premium club access. That's been a big deal most of the summer because we didn't do that last year, right? We let everybody go in, check it out, see if you like it. Even the seats, we didn't do anything. We just wanted people to kind of have the chance to see it themselves. Well, now we've got to put some rules to it.
Right.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have some
Questions?
some feedback.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have
People
some
that are
feedback.
like, wait, am I allowed in here with my seat or not? But tickets are still available, season tickets, plus you
Yes.
can buy individual game tickets.
Yes.
So how important is it? A lot of people, a lot of buzz about tonight, but we got to get people here because I saw all the promotions for EKU basketball. There is something almost every home game. I was telling Michael, he loves wrestling.
The wrestling that thing
and in
seems pretty cool.
February, there's a wrestling
Yeah.
event.
Yeah. We try to hit a little bit of everything for all demographics, right?
Yes.
You're not going to hit everything perfectly,
Right.
but it's
There's
kind
a
of like
youth day. There's all kinds of things.
It's like music, right? We do a little bit of everything in the music,
Right.
where we never make anybody happy. We just make everybody mad because most people like a certain
Something
kind of
different,
music.
yeah.
So anyway, our goal is not really to make everybody upset, but it's hard to make everybody happy when you have that type of variety of music. But you're right. We want this to be a tough place to play, right? We want when you come in here, and I think I've been to just about every one, and this atmosphere is the toughest in my opinion. When we get it rocking and we have it full, it's a great environment. And I think the ceiling probably helps a lot. It just bounces off the way to make that happen, and it's just unique. And I'm looking for it. I think tonight's going to be a fun night. I hope we play well. I'm sure they're going to play well. But someone was telling me, maybe you can remind me, one of the Western Kentucky games where there was a call that went maybe 3 seconds too late. And I kept hearing, every time I go somewhere, did you hear about that game?
We need to get a makeup call on our end.
Well,
tonight.
I think the call went our way.
They did go our way. You're right. You're right. So we don't want to make up call the other way then.
No. We don't need anybody to get stuck on the buzzer.
There's nothing wrong with home cooking, though. We need some of that every now and then.
Absolutely.
But you talked about the ceilings and everything. You get a good shot of it there on the broadcast.
Yeah, there it is.
Talk about the idea behind moving us into the future, but also keeping some of that tradition along with this, because it's still Alumni Coliseum, Baptist Health Arena inside of Alumni Coliseum. So talk about the idea behind keeping that tradition, and same thing with CG Bank Field at Roy Kidd Stadium. You've got the lineage of what was here before, but moving it into the future.
Yeah, I think two things that remind me the most about the arena is obviously the ceiling, right? That was never going to change. That was not even on the table. At least that's what I was told when I got here. And I was smart enough not to bring that up, not to change it. But
can you imagine how much that would cost to build that ceiling today?
Yeah, I don't know how you would do it, but that was one thing. And then the second thing, we had talked about having the sidewalls come all the way down. That was discussed, and that was discussed at length. There were some safety issues. There's some money issues there, both of those situations, but mostly safety. But that's another thing that's kind of unique to us, this kind of barrier wall, if you will. So, but those are the two things. Again, the students here are going to come all the way down to the floor starting January 1st.
Okay.
The auxiliary seats just haven't come in yet.
Okay.
And that was a big deal.
So there are still some changes.
Oh, yes. We're not completely done. We're not completely done. But that'll be huge. We want
January
them to
when?
be. Yeah, I'm saying January 1st.
Okay.
That's when I think it'd be.
Yeah.
When they come back from school, which won't be January 1st.
So that next home
second
game,
week of
January
January.
17th.
That's what we're shooting for.
Okay.
Right? That's what we're shooting for. And that would be, the students want to be as close as they can to the floor.
Yeah.
We want them to be as close
That makes
as they
the
can to
atmosphere
floor.
better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So those are kind of a couple of changes that we talked about, and certainly the ceiling we kept, and that whole side of the gym down there had to be redone. We didn't really have anywhere else to go to do that kind of stuff. We couldn't do suites at the top. That was looked at too, but we just, without knocking the complete wall outside and redoing it, which was too much money.
Well, you get those students down here, it definitely will be the most exciting 40 minutes in sports.
And as we said when we
sure.
first came on the air, if you like college basketball, this is kind of the atmosphere that you like. This is going to be one of those games that it doesn't matter if you are a Kentucky or a Louisville fan and you're getting ready for tomorrow night. You should be here tonight to kind of get an idea of, man, this is what college basketball is all about, rivalries. And even though we're not in the same conference as them, this is still Eastern versus Western, and that's a big deal.
Yeah, and I appreciate, this game was done before I got here, so I take no credit for it. But I do think the president probably had a lot to do with their president to say, hey, help us out because we're going to open this new place, a renovated place. Would you come up here? And that, good for them, because they didn't have to do that. So I appreciate that, however it got done. And we have played them before. It hasn't like we haven't played them in 40 years. But it does help, and I agree with you. We need more of those.
And I'm
types of
sure
games.
they would like to have the opportunity to get the first win in this place, too.
I'm sure they
So
would.
Don't even say that.
I'm just saying.
But we did say this first game.
As a rival, that's something that,
Right.
you know what, if we could stake our claim on a trivia question, what was the first game, who won the first game inside of Baptist Health
It's
Arena?
gonna be EKU Colonel.
That's what we're hoping for.
Right.
But, you know, if I'm the president and I'm the director of athletics over there and that's a chance, you know, I understand. But it's a big deal, and that's why tonight is so important. What's the vibe been like around the basketball program? Because they've not been able to practice in here either, right?
No, they haven't. They've just had it a couple of days sporadically leading up to our exhibition games down at Berea. So, they've been anxious.
For sure.
Yes.
Is that maybe the best way of saying it? They've been anxious to get in here, the men and the women.
Yeah.
They've been able to do it, but there's been a lot of noise and clanging
And drilling. And
and that kind of stuff. And you may say, well, it's not much different because when they blare the music, it's so loud anyway.
Yeah.
Well, they're kind of
There's
used
a
to
difference.
that. There is a difference.
Or if you're sitting near Donna.
There's a difference.
Or if you're sitting
Or
near Donna's, a
sitting
lot
near
of noise there, too.
Now, my question is we did have a season opener already against Midway. So why did we wait? Were we waiting for this big rivalry match to have it here? Why didn't we play Midway here, I guess, is what I'm wondering. Maybe fans are wondering.
We have the state governing body has to approve the building being open and ready to go.
All the codes pass and everything else, yes.
That took some time.
And that took longer than we wanted it to, right? And we had always planned to have the exhibition game there.
Yeah.
If for some reason it got done early, easy to move. And Berea, by the way, has been awesome.
I was going to ask you about
They
them.
have
Their
been
partnership
great.
with Berea College.
They could not have. Brian's been great. Could not have been any better. We are very thankful for them and what they did the last 2 years. But you have to get approval to have access for people to come in.
I like my story better, that we were just waiting for the big rivalry game to open our
I like that too, but
arena here.
Had to give you the rest of the story, right? The rest of the story.
Well, we know
we're happy to be here. Let's put it that way.
We know you've got a lot going on. It's a big night. It's WKU and EKU. President McFadden will join us here when we come back. But it's a big day, Colonels and the Hilltoppers. The rivalry renewed here in Richmond. Thank you for your time, sir, and it's always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Join us anytime. We always love having you.
Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll talk more EKU and WKU when we come back on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
When you grow up in Richmond, there are two traditions you know by heart.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football.
Jack Burford Chevrolet isn't just a place to buy a car. It's where generations of Central Kentucky families have started their journey.
More than just a school, EKU is the heartbeat of this town, a cornerstone where tradition, pride, and a winning spirit come together.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football. Two Richmond icons, one winning tradition.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Have you heard about JB's Grow Shop? They are one of the most unique businesses in Richmond. If you're a farmer or gardener, then you and JB's Grow Shop will make a great team. They provide the highest quality organic soils, nutrients, castings, and much more to meet your indoor and outdoor growing needs. Their experts will meet with you and make sure that you are getting the most out of your homegrown plants. JB's Grow Shop is located in the Southern Hills Plaza Shopping Center at 956 Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Our bodies deserve more. We put them through a lot, and oftentimes the aches and the stress of everyday life can take a toll. Escape all of that and enter your sanctuary of relaxation with a trip to the massage studio in Berea. Unwind, rejuvenate, and restore balance to your body and mind with help from their expert massage therapist. Like the Massage Studio on Facebook for more information, and get back to being you. Welcome back into Baptist Health Arena for the unveiling of the newly renovated arena here on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University. Michael Watkins, Samantha Burford, now joined by the president of Eastern Kentucky University, David McFadden. Sir, welcome in once again. Always a pleasure to talk to you. And it's a good thing to talk to you today because of the unveiling of the new arena. Talk about what it means to the university and how hard all these people worked to make a night like tonight possible.
Well, I think you hit on it right there. Tonight is only possible because of the dedication and support of so many people on our campus, so many people in our community.
Yeah.
We're excited. I mean, obviously, it's excited to really open this place back up with the Battle of the Bluegrass, bringing the Hilltoppers in here. It's going to be an electric atmosphere.
Yeah, that's one thing we were talking about, Samantha.
Right.
Like, if you are a college basketball fan, this is the kind of game that you just kind of sulk in. I mean,
it's like rivalry week.
It really is. You got the big one tomorrow, too. But we want to take center stage tonight, and rightfully so.
Monday night.
Well, the most exciting thing is you're sitting in what I would argue is the best competition arena in Kentucky now.
Yes.
End to end, not a bad seat in the house. It's going to be an electric atmosphere. Coach Hamilton and the Colonel's going to be ready. We're always excited to have that rivalry experience, and it's going to bring our community out. Our students are excited. Our community is excited. It's a great day.
And it's snowing outside. I mean, that's the crazy part.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I knew it was supposed to snow.
It's part of the whiteout.
Yeah,
but it's exactly. I knew what was going on. Mother Nature knew what was going on.
Now you missed the calling. But
I did. Well, Samantha, listen, I've got plenty of time. I got an hour from the time we go off the air to the game time.
I called him an hour and a half ago and said it's a whiteout. Make sure you wear white. He goes, I'm wearing maroon.
But
he was already here.
When you talk about this matchup, the importance of having this be the first game here. So talk about that and why it's important to have Western be the first game in the new arena.
Right.
You know, I think for Matt Roan and I, when we started this process several years ago, we really envisioned that this was going to be something special. This is an iconic place. It is an iconic space. So many memories. If you go back and look at the history between the two schools and the games that were played and the competitions that played out, it was as we said, the Battle of the Bluegrass for a long time. And so I think for us, it was just exciting to bring that nostalgia back as we kind of look forward into what's next.
Well, and talking to the athletic director, we found out that the student section will come down to the floor. So more to come.
A little bit more to come. Amazingly enough, while this has been a long process, to have 2 seasons, to be able to host our graduations, to have our community in here, we've really worked around everyone's calendar to make this renovation happen. We really needed 2 years to do what we've done in 12 months of construction. And so I got to say a big shout out to D.W. Wilburn, our partners there, KNBA, all the architects, our team here on campus. It's a phenomenal facility. It's going to be a great experience for all of our fans, to get all of our ADA and our accessibility issues addressed for graduation, to have Madison Central, Madison Southern in here. We're just excited. So it's a great time.
Well, I told him about the elevator.
I didn't know about that.
I took the elevator down. And
we had to pack all the stuff down the stairs. Well, look, it's a good workout, though. We got our steps in that way.
Or you can come to the loading dock.
Oh, that's another way. That's another way to do it. But so Kyle said that the discussions to have this game here with Western happened a long time in advance.
Right.
Talk about those discussions with their president, with their AD, and how those went to be able to get them here tonight.
Well, I'll dispel a big myth. Presidents do not get involved in athletic scheduling.
Okay.
So athletic directors, coaches kind of work through that. But we've got a multi-game arrangement with them. We're doing home and homes with them. We've been there a couple times over the last few years. Excited to get them back here. I think getting them on the schedule, getting Murray State on the schedule, getting Moorhead on the schedule, I think it's good for Kentucky, and so we're excited about that. We're excited about the ASUN and this year's conference. We've got some great teams in there this year. We're excited about where we're going with the UAC next year and bringing some new folks in. It's going to be exciting. I mean, we're really excited about it.
This rivalry started back in 1914.
What was it like back then, by the way? You set yourself up. I had to.
I did.
I did.
All
right, cool, keep going. Keep going.
I mean, AW has been here for 8 years. The Western, this is his second season, their coach. So there is a lot of competition that's going to be had out here tonight. And this rivalry has been years in the making.
Well, and I think even for our student athletes, Turner Buttrey, Mr. Kentucky basketball, we got some people that know Kentucky basketball on both these teams, but they feel it. You can tell that both teams, both sets of players feel the excitement around it. And we're hopeful to continue this partnership with the Hilltoppers, getting them on the schedule for basketball, for baseball, for softball. Those experiences are important, I think, for our state. It's good for us to showcase ourselves. And, tonight we're going to have lots of folks, not just here in the arena, but tuning in to watch this game.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what?
Yeah.
We might set another program record tonight. You never know. Because we've had, how many did I say?
That's not 1914 was the first time.
No, the record. Remember?
Oh, 180 something.
113 record, 103, something like that. Well, we're making it up, but there's been 100. A.W. Hamilton has set 103 records with this program. So maybe we'll do another one tonight.
Well, before we let you go,
attendance.
What will you be doing? What does your evening look like? From what time you get done with us here, what does the rest of your night look like?
The most important thing was to come and see the folks at WBON.
Yes.
So, the staff got me on that. They were like, can you be here? I was like, I will be here. I will have my white on and I will make it.
We appreciate it.
We'll go up to the Premium Club, have a chance to visit with some of our donors, some of our key folks who are coming to join us. My box is full. I've got lots of guests. So it's going to be a big night of really, engaging and celebrating the work that has been done here and get a chance to really cheer on the Colonels. I'll say that I'm a statistician, historically, former student SID, a disciple of Carl Park. So I will be counting rebounds and turnovers and all
the important ones,
all the important things. So I'll be checking the trends on all that. But we're excited about tonight. And at the end of the day, it's a great night for Richmond. It's a great night for Madison County. It's going to be a great night for EKU.
And I guess it's close enough that Western, I'm sure their athletic director, their president, they all may be here to visit you too.
Well, the Board of Student Body Presidents were here, so I just met their student body president, spoke to all the student body presidents that are in town. So we've got folks from Northern, from Moorhead, all coming to watch the game tonight. So it's exciting.
That is a big deal.
We'll let you go and get back to it. We'll close out. Remember, less than 100 tickets remain for the matchup tonight. So you better get here quick, get your tickets, and reserve yourself a spot for WKU and EKU. We'll wrap up things when we come back. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're live at Baptist Health Arena on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
When you grow up in Richmond, there are two traditions you know by heart.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football.
Jack Burford Chevrolet isn't just a place to buy a car. It's where generations of Central Kentucky families have started their journey.
More than just a school, EKU is the heartbeat of this town, a cornerstone where tradition, pride, and a winning spirit come together.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football. Two Richmond icons, one winning tradition.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Steel in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Have you heard about JB's Grow Shop? They are one of the most unique businesses in Richmond. If you're a farmer or gardener, then you and JB's Grow Shop will make a great team. They provide the highest quality organic soils, nutrients, castings, and much more to meet your indoor and outdoor growing needs. Their experts will meet with you and make sure that you are getting the most out of your homegrown plants. JB's Grow Shop is located in the Southern Hills Plaza Shopping Center at 956 Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Our bodies deserve more. We put them through a lot, and oftentimes the aches and the stress of everyday life can take a toll. Escape all of that and enter your sanctuary of relaxation with a trip to the massage studio in Berea. Unwind, rejuvenate, and restore balance to your body and mind with help from their expert massage therapist. Like the Massage Studio on Facebook for more information, and get back to being you. We're back here to wrap things up on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. And, folks, I was talking about that guy right there on your screen. That's Howard Miller. He is my co-host for the EKU Game Day Show, the tailgate show that we do. Listen, you will not find a better-dressed guy in the arena tonight. He don't care if it's a white out, maroon out, black out. Howard's going to be the sharpest-dressed man inside of Baptist Health Arena tonight. Yeah, he's my dude. I love that guy. We've got to do the show.
He's a nice guy. He's already taken our picture.
Yeah, he took our picture. Gave him a hug and an autograph earlier. So, you know, I love giving Howard a hard time. Not as much as I like giving you a hard time.
That is true.
I think I made McFadden mad when I pulled the little joke on you.
He did just scold him for making fun of me.
Listen,
so
that's like joke number 73 of the year, probably. But
listen, people, everybody, get down here. Get your tickets. You can get them right out front, or you can get online at EKUsports.com. Get your tickets. Tonight is a whiteout. Make sure you're wearing your white.
Yeah.
This is going to be a great basketball game tonight.
It is.
Really
and
is.
The atmosphere is going to be the most important thing. Like,
really
this is going to
so
be.
You want to get down here.
You know, for me, listen, in the NBA, I'm a big NBA fan, but I just can't get into basketball right now. But being in an arena like this, when this is the matchup, this is kind of what will help sway you into basketball season.
Yeah, because we're still in football mode.
We are, and we still got a couple more games for EKU. You know, I'm a big Patriots fan. We're rocking right now in the NFL, 8-2 on the year. But with basketball, when the winter time, well, that's fine. The coach ain't going to do anything. Okay. What about tonight, though? What do you think? Western, Eastern? We got about a minute and a half left.
I'm going with Eastern, and I'm going to say that because the ASUN Conference, they're second in the media poll and third in the coaches poll.
Eastern
is Eastern.
Well, so listen to this. So you know I've placed my wager every now and then. Eastern opened up as a 1.5-point favorite.
I think that's a home field advantage.
Well, they are now
calling it a field, but
they are now a 1.5-point underdog. So that line has moved 3 points. The over/under's 160-something. I think it's going to be a lot of points tonight. I think both teams come out shooting. I would expect these two teams to both get in the 80s. I think it'll be a close game. I think Eastern wins tonight, though. I'm with you. I think it'll be one for the ages. Don't forget, folks, it's a busy week for us. Tomorrow night we've got the showcase, the homeschool showcase on WBON TV for volleyball and basketball. We've got the EKU Coaches Show with Walt Wells on Thursday. And Friday night, high school football, Madison Central will host GRC. We'll be there for that one as well. A busy week for all of us here.
7 o'clock.
No,
for
7:30. It is 7:30.
Oh,
yep. I talked to Coach Claire today.
I saw it on KHSAA today.
Listen, they were wrong. I'll show you the text from Coach Claire.
Okay. It says
7:30.
7. So, all right, then 7:30.
Thanks to our producer, Gage Shield, our cameraman, Garrett Stearns. It's a busy night, folks. EKU and Western. We'll see you next time on the Jack Burford Chevrolet
They're
Sports Show.
rolling in.